Thank you. Good morning. I'm Pamela Manners, Chair of the Commission on School Accreditation. This regular scheduled meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation is being held today, Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, at 8:30 a.m. via teleconference from the Senator Gray Ferris Boardroom, 359 Northwest Street, Jackson, Mississippi. The meeting is being live streamed via the MDE YouTube channel. An audio recording is being made of this meeting, and minutes of this meeting will be recorded. As I call the names of commission members, please state your location of your presence for this meeting. Anthony Bryant. Dr. John Mark Kane. Judge Betsy Cotton. Dr. Carla Evans. President Christiane, Mississippi. Thank you. Patrice Guilfoyle.
President Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you. Jeremy Ham.
President Carthage, Mississippi.
Thank you.
This is Judge Cotton. I was apparently muted, and it took me a minute to figure out where to unmute.
All right, thank you. Where are you calling from, Judge?
Yazoo County.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you. Tony Kirsch.
President, South Haven, Mississippi.
All right, Pam Manners, I'm in Biloxi. Aisha Maxwell.
President, Horn Lake, Mississippi.
Thank you. Carter Myers.
President Oxford.
Thank you. Brad Stevens.
President Smithville, Mississippi.
Dr. Wilborn.
President, Ellisville, Mississippi.
And Ingrid Williams.
President, Clinton, Mississippi.
All right, thank you very much. A quorum of the commission is present for the purpose of conducting this meeting. The meeting is called to order at 8:33 a.m. We're on to item number 2, the adoption of the agenda. Commission members, you've received a copy of the agenda. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for approval of the agenda, and please identify yourself for the record. May I have a motion, please?
Sarah Wilborn, so moved.
Thank you, Dr. Wilborn. May I have a second, please?
Carl Evers, second.
Thank you, Dr. Evers. Is there any discussion? No? Then at this time, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, thank you. The motion carries. Item 3 is an action item, approval of the minutes of the September 18th, 2025 meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept those minutes from the September 18th, 2025 meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation. And again, please identify yourself for the record. May I have a motion, please?
Judge Cotton, so moved.
Thank you. Judge Cotton, may I have a second, please?
Second, Carter
Aisha
Myers.
Maxwell, second.
I heard Carter Myers first. Is there any discussion? All right, then if not, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. The motion carries. And we're on to item 4, which again is approval of the minutes, September 25th, 2025. That was the special call meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the September 25th, 2025 special call meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation. And please identify yourself for the motion. May I have a motion, please?
Sarah Wilborn, so moved.
Thank you, Dr. Wilborn. And may I have a second, please?
Tony Kirsch, second.
All right. Thank you, Kirsch. Is there any discussion before we call for the vote? All right, thank you. Then all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Thank you. The motion carries. Item 5 is an information item, recommended annual district accreditation statuses for school year 2025-2026 and district deficiencies in accordance with accreditation policy 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3 of the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2025. Dr. Joanne Malone will present this information. Dr. Malone?
Thank you and good morning. On the agenda for the Commission's approval are the annual district accreditation statuses for the 24-25 school year. Along with the list of recommended statuses are the districts with deficiencies in accordance with accreditation policies 2, 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3 of the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards. The backup materials were sent to you about 2 weeks ago. According to policy, the Commission on School Accreditation determines the annual accreditation status of the public school districts in the fall of each school year based on verified accreditation data from the previous school year. The annual district accreditation status is assigned based on compliance with the process standards and accreditation policies. In your backup material, you will find the recommended statuses for the Commission's approval. There are 119 districts with a recommended status of accredited and 19 districts with a recommended status of probation. Also included in your material are the deficiencies on record for those 19 districts with a recommended status of probation. As a reminder, when school districts are assigned a probation or withdrawn accredited status, those districts are required to submit a corrective action plan within 60 days of notification of their assigned status. The plan must stipulate what will be done to remove the deficiencies and the timeline required. The plan must be approved by the local school board as documented by official minutes and bear the signatures of the school board chairperson and district superintendent. When corrective action has been implemented to remove a citation, the district must submit documentary evidence confirming such to the Office of Accreditation. Additionally, MDE staff may conduct follow-up visits as necessary to verify corrective action and compliance. Do any commission members have any questions about your backup materials?
I have one question.
Okay.
This is Judge Cotton. If the ones that are on probation submit the materials, for instance, Chevy City, it says annual financial audit, 4.1 fixed asset system. If they submit that, do they still remain on probation for the entire school year, or is there a change once that is submitted?
Great question. It depends on what the violation is. The ones that you're referencing regarding process standards 4, if it's the 4.0, which means that they have their annual audit report submitted on time, the only way they can clear that will be to be on time this next year. So that one would stay on record until the Office of the State Auditor clears on to be on time. If it's something within the report, which would be like the 4.2, 4.1, 4.2, those particular ones, once the State Auditor's Office gives us the all clear that they have been cleared, then we can clear them. So again, it depends on what the actual standard is that's non-compliant. If it's one that one of our program offices has to go and clear or look at documentation to clear, yes, they can clear in the middle of the school year. And we would bring those back to you whenever they clear and ask you to take them off of probation and upgrade them to accredited.
Thank you.
Are there any more questions for Dr. Malone?
This is Carla Evans. Dr. Malone, I just noticed that several school districts are still having issues with getting their audit done in a timely fashion. As I understand it, we are still having issues across the state with the number of auditors that we have. Is there any relief that the State Department can give us along these lines to help school districts out?
So that would be a question for Dr. Evans or the state board. To my knowledge at this time, there has been no talks of relief, but I do know that they are aware of the concerns and have been in conversations with the state auditor's office. I will note, so that the commission members do realize that the districts are not downgraded to probation until they have missed the deadline 4 years in a row. So for the first 3 years that it happens, it goes on the record, but it does not cause a district to be placed on probation until the 4th consecutive year. And those audit, I can't want to say auditors, that's not the right. Those CPA firms, they do know which districts are facing a potential 4th year in a row, and they try to get those done first to try to avoid probation. But it's not always the auditor's fault. Sometimes it is the districts for not having their information to the CPAs in time. But yes, we are aware of the issue, and the state auditor's office is aware of the issue.
All right, are there any other questions for Dr. Malone? All right, then if not, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the annual district accreditation statuses for the 2025-2026 school year. And again, please identify yourself for the record as you make the motion. May I have a motion, please?
Judge Cotton Williams, so moved.
All right, I heard Judge Cotton make the motion, and may I have a second, please?
Ingrid Williams, second.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. All right, is there any discussion before we call for the vote? All right, then if not, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you, the motion carries. And item 7 is an information item, discussion of proposed revisions to the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2025, specifically Process Standard 28.6. And again, Dr. Malone will present this information.
Thank you. Back a couple of months ago, we brought to you some recommended revisions and an actual new process standard 28.6 to address student-teacher ratios. And as the OTSS team was working to put these new rules and all into the new MSIS, we realized that we needed a reference to 28.1 in the new 28.6. So it's kind of have to have a magnifying glass to see it. But that is the only change that we are asking for, is in 28.6 to reference back to 28.1. So that it does include the kindergarten in that calculation. So that one's pretty cut and dry.
All right, are there any questions for Dr. Malone? All right, and if not, we're on to item 8, which is the consideration of the request of the State Board of Education to begin the Administrative Procedures Act, APA process, to revise the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2025, specifically Process Standard 28.6, to be effective beginning with the 2025-2026 school year. At this time, I will entertain a motion to request the State Board of Education to begin the APA process to revise the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2025, specifically Process Standard 28.6, to be effective beginning with the 2025-2026 school year. And please identify yourself as you make the motion. May I have a motion, please?
Patrice Guilfoyle, so moved.
Thank you, Ms. Guilfoyle. May I have a second, please?
Sarah
Myers, second.
I heard Dr. Wilborn. All right, is there any discussion before we call for the vote? All right, if not, then all those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you, the motion carries. And item 9 is a discussion of proposed revisions to the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2025, specifically Policy 2.9. Dr. Joanne Malone will present the information.
Okay, so policy 2.9 of the accreditation policies addresses the process for a declaration of the state of an emergency and the ability for the MDE to or the state board to place a district into transformation and withdraw the accreditation status of a school district. In the 2024 legislative session, some changes were made to the section of the code that addresses this. However, it was not to take effect until 2025. And so what we have done here is just simply update our policies to reflect what the changes are in the state statute that abolishes the achievement school district and outlines the process for the state board and of course the Commission on School Accreditation to take over or to request a takeover for districts. And so what you see in red is just what is being changed. Everything that's in black is what was already there.
All right. Are there any questions for Dr. Malone?
Dr. Malone, this is Carter Myers. The section I think the bottom about board approval to change the status of the district. I'm just curious, what is the logic behind that addition to the policy?
Can you tell me which section?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
It's the last portion, I think 2.9.3.5 board determination. It basically just says if the board determines that a school district should be placed into a district of transformation, then that should be done. I'm just curious.
So
why that was added.
that was just added to clarify that we have to notify the district. It gives us a timeline so that if the state board determines that a district is placed in transformation, that we codify that by notifying the district. That we can't just do it without notifying the district that it's being done.
Understood. Okay. Thank you for that.
Sure.
Right. Any other questions?
Yes, Judge Cotton, on 2.9.1, I've noticed when I was reviewing this the other day that the last part that's in black, it says authorized under Mississippi Code, and then it says parentheses C 12 or 15. Could we put 37-17-6 in front of that so that you know that's the actual statute that 12 and 15 are under?
Yes, and I see exactly what you're talking about, and I'm wondering if that's a typo on our part. So I will check that because it's probably something that was just accidentally taken out that we didn't realize was taken out. So good catch.
And well, the same thing would be on the last sentence as well, where it has that again.
Okay.
Okay, and then the last thing,
Okay.
in that first sentence at the very end, it says in accordance with 37-17-6, up about 2 lines from where you just highlighted.
Okay.
Could we put 12C behind that as to where in the actual statute that authority is? Because I got to read a whole lot of statutes to find that little nugget in there, and I think it would be clearer if we put 12C right there.
Okay. We will look into that too. And we will try to get all this fixed before it goes to the state board Thursday, because it's going to our state board Thursday, so we'll try to get those edits made before Thursday.
Right, or is there any further questions or comments for Dr. Malone? All right, if not, then at this time, I will entertain a motion to request the State Board of Education to begin the APA process to revise the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2025, specifically Policy 2.9, to be effective beginning with the 2025-26 school year. And as you make the motion, please identify yourself. May I have a motion?
Carla Evers, I move approval with the noted amendment.
All right, thank you, Dr. Myers, Dr. Evans. Sorry, and may I have a second?
I'm sorry, Evers.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I knew that. I don't know why I wrote something different. Thank you. May I have a second, please?
Carter Myers, second.
All right, thank you. All right, is there any further discussion before we call for the vote? All right, then if not, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you, the motion carries. And item 11 is other business. Dr. Malone?
Yes, we do need to see who all is available for a special called meeting next month. We've got some other things that that went through the technical advisory committee yesterday, some standard setting, and they need to bring that to you guys for review and approval before it goes to the board in November. So if everyone could check their availability for Tuesday, November the 18th, if we could get a quorum for that, that would be great. If that date does not work, we do have some flexibility and can look at some other dates around then. So we just need to see if everyone is available on Tuesday morning, the 18th, and we can do 8:30 in the morning again, or if another time is better, we've got some flexibility.
I have a court that will begin around 9. Do you think that we may be finished with whatever we're doing by then?
Possibly, with it being a special called meeting, there'll only be one thing on the agenda, but I couldn't tell you how much discussion there might be.
Understood. Thank you.
Is there anybody else that cannot do it that day? If not, we'll move forward with that day. Okay. I'm seeing some head nodding, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot for the 18th. Okay?
Sounds good. All right, that's November 18th, and should we set it at 8:30? Is that good for everyone, or is there a different time? Is better? All right, I guess 8:30. All right. Then we are on to item 12, if there's no other business, Dr. Malone. Any other business? Nothing? How was Disney? Was it fun?
I'm tired.
Well, that's on you, bringing all those kids and grades.
I could have sworn yesterday was a state holiday for us, but I was wrong.
I get it.
But no, we had a great time. We had a great time.
It sounds like you did. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. May I have a motion, please? Sarah Milborn, Simmons. All right, Dr. Milborn, may I have a second? All right, Dr. Everett, second. All right. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, thank you. We stand adjourned at 8:54 a.m.